to talk about pontoon boats.
Community Corner, featuring
Welcome to another edition of Community Corner with Big Jim.
Hope you have fun. Gonna learn about the news today.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Community Corner with Big Jim. Today we got some local talent on a guitar. He's going to play some songs for us that he's wrote on his acoustic guitar, and we have a special guest that we'll bring in a little bit later. Right now I'd like to introduce Garry Hashman. And Garry, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25, just a youngster, half my age. Where did you go to school?
I'm a Trimble graduate.
Okay, and what were your highlights of school? What did you excel in?
In high school, I wrestled for 3 years. Also participated in marching band and things like that. So,
You look like a wrestler. Were you good at it?
my sophomore year, I won TVC. It's no big accomplishment, but
Well,
it's a little something.
I would say that's an accomplishment. Okay, and you do have a little college experience.
Yes, I've had a couple years over at Hawking. Still haven't quite had a chance to. Got married and stuff, so I didn't have a chance to finish up before I had a kid. And now I'm working, so.
And still musically inclined and.
Yeah. I play guitar. While I was in the marching band, I was in percussion. Guitar I just picked up a couple years ago, so I'm not great, but for what I do, I think I'm all right.
You were also in a local band, I believe that was at the Blue Gator for some band vote-off thing there. And why don't you tell a little bit about that band, what you guys played, and what your role was in it?
I was the lead singer of a band called Chump Change. It was me and 4 other guys, Eduardo Sid, Walter Kittinger, Lynn Beatty, and Roy Wolf.
Most of them were Walmart employees.
Yes, I had 3. I think 3 other. Besides myself, there were 3 other guys that worked at Walmart. So yeah, that's how we all got together.
The band only had 5 people, and 4 of them were at Walmart. So you guys got to almost talk a lot about it. So
Yeah.
you'd be prepared.
Yeah, we seen each other, all the time. It's just, everybody graduated and started doing their own thing, going back home, finding real jobs, not being able to do the band thing anymore. So
Right. And you guys play cover songs or your own stuff?
a little bit of both. We had 5 or 6 songs of our own. We were only together for about 9-10 months maybe, and but we had, like I said, 5 or 6 songs of our own, and then we did probably 30 covers. So
Right. And you got something brand new given to you about 6 months ago.
actually about 9 months ago. It's 10 months coming up. I had a daughter, Caitlyn Elizabeth.
And why don't you bring her around? She's sitting here right behind me. She's really such a good-natured little girl, and the only time she cries is when Uncle Jim grabs her and tries to say hello. Hi, Caitlyn. Would you like to say hi? She might eat the mic. No, she's not. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let her sit right there so she can be on camera, too. She's got such a beautiful face. And I believe you wrote a song about Caitlyn.
Yeah, she's an inspiration. I wrote a song about her. Yeah.
All right, why don't we start off the show with a song, and what's the name of the song?
It's just named Caitlyn's song.
The Caitlyn song, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'm going to step out of the scene and let Garry play. Okay, hold on.
Okay, this is Caitlyn's song. Yes, it's Caitlyn's song. You want to say hi? Whoa, look at her bouncing through the air. In her whole life, she never had a care. Only thing she wants from me to feed her soul. Not too often, just every hour or so. Oh, that ain't nothing to me. Just as long as if she leaves, she remembers me. myself, hold her in my arms. If I see that ain't working, then we're driving in the car. In a few minutes, see the tears start to fade from her big blue eyes. Set of keys hanging from her fingers, even though she knows that I'm the one who drives. Music to way of life. I hope I make her proud. Remember me. Oh, oh, oh. Add your own lead. Tonight, she stayed at home, but my thoughts are only on her all night long. When I get home, all cheers and mad. You know I'm only doing what I think I should be doing in order to be a good dad. Nothing in this whole wide world is quite like Daddy's little girl. Please remember me.
All right, back in the seat again. That was really nice. Did you like that song? That's for you. Yeah, that's the Caitlyn song. So you're a native, like you said, of you went to Trimble High School. I know you're living out in the Albany area now.
Actually, it's the Stewart area.
The Stewart area,
yes.
Okay. And Garry happens to also be my brother-in-law, so I know the Hashmans quite well. Since your family's been in this community for, all these years. Actually, you were born here, right?
Yeah, well, I was raised in Gloucester, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think, as an outsider now and as a young adult, what the needs of this community really are?
I think we really need to find something for the kids to do. I know when I was growing up, I had...
I think she agrees with you.
Yeah. I had tons of stuff to do because, I was outdoorsy. I wanted to go out in the woods, and, we used to ride bikes and whatnot. But beyond that, there's nothing for kids to do. If a kid in Gloucester doesn't have an acre of woods behind his house, he's got nothing to do but try and find trouble.
Right.
And, you can only ride so much bike before you get tired of that. You look for something else to do. And I know as a kid growing up, even sometimes wasn't all that great to go out in the woods and play or do whatever, and I'm an outdoors kind of guy. So even then, if I wanted to go downtown and do something, I had nothing to do because the closest town with size is Athens, and even Athens doesn't have anything for kids to do.
Right.
In the summer they got the swimming pool, but other than that, there's really nothing here for kids.
And the town's changed quite a bit since you were a kid here too.
A little bit, yeah. Especially since I moved off to Albany. I come back every once in a while, but it's funny, and I might go 2-3 weeks before coming back to Gloucester, and in that time, I'll be gone and I'll come back and there's a new house being built or a modular just moved in or something,
Right.
And so yeah, I mean, from moving away, every time I come back, there's something different.
Right. And I feel that some of the youth are labeled as troublemakers, whatever, because they really stand downtown, and like you said, there's nothing for them to do. They could be standing down there at the depot doing what you and I are doing right now, just having a conversation, but yet a person drives by, sees them there, they're up to no good.
Yeah.
So we definitely need something in this community that would keep the kids occupied, busy, and learn a little bit more about life than being yelled at and criticized most of the time.
Right. And that's the thing. Even when I was growing up, when I got to about 12, 13, and I was going downtown by myself or doing whatever, the big thing for kids my age to do, clear up until you're 16, 17, before you got your car and your license, was to stand in front of the pizza parlor, and
Right.
you know, that was it. You stood in front of Lou Whitley's Pizza Parlor downtown and watched cars go by.
And your sister worked there, and she brought you there when she was working
Well, yeah.
once in a while, pal around with her. I
And,
guess.
well, Shelly is 15 years older than me, so when I was a little kid, she had a job and everything, and
Right.
she used to tote me around like you know, I was hers. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think she really enjoyed that too, and kind of misses those days where she had a little one that idolized her as much as you did.
Yeah, yeah.
So, also, there was some tragedy in your family. One of the Gloucester's worst disaster of a fire, I believe, was with your family in that.
Yeah, I believe it was 78. It was before I was born. I lost a brother and sister in a house fire. Jerry and Susan was their names, and I know it was rough for my parents and my older brother and sister.
Right.
So.
And they even got burned in that fire a little bit.
Yeah, I believe Shelly had maybe 30%, or maybe it was more. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
Burning on her, and then I know my brother Larry also suffered some.
Right.
Some.
So right from the
Scars.
get-go, when you were brought into that family, they were kind of healing over this stuff. You don't get over that overnight, so I'm sure you had a nice, tight, close family from what I know.
Yeah. And you know, I can only think that it made my parents love their kids even more,
Right,
and
right.
try and cherish them even more.
Right.
And you know, if I helped them in that healing process, you know,
Right.
just by being there, then I'm happy.
Well,
So.
as a brother-in-law to me, what you showed me for your love for this little one right here, I guess they did a pretty good job in raising you up. Why don't you go ahead and play a couple more songs for us?
Okay.
These are what Garry wrote. They're not cover songs, so why don't you go ahead and play a couple more, and I'll step out of the view, and
Okay.
we'll enjoy your music. Hold on.
Okay, this is another original. It's called Where You Are. Before I go any further, I'm cheating. I'm looking off of my lyric sheet. I just wrote this song not too long ago, so forgive me if I mess it up a little bit. 20 miles away from the woman I love. If I could, I would. I'd run into your open arms. If she wasn't mine, I think I would die. She doesn't know. She's always, always, always on my mind. I wonder if thunder that I hear for her is pounding loud and crystal clear. Or is this rain that I feel only a cloud in my heart because she isn't here? Is it raining where you are? Or are you catching shooting stars? I don't mind it if you are, as long as you wish me to be there in your arms. Lightning flashes and I see your face. I start to wonder why I ever came to this place. I know tomorrow will be the same. Then the wind blows and whispers your pretty name. Is it raining where you are? Or are you catching shooting stars? Wouldn't mind it if you are, as long as it's a wish for me to be there in your loving arms. Clouds are parted, sun begins to shine, only because you let me know you'll be mine. And if I live to be 99, I know I'll love you till the day to be there in your loving arms. Wish for me to be in your arms. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Bottle down, we have a man down.
Oh, we dropped our bottle. Well, I hope you don't mind sharing the spotlight with her. She's putting a little show on
You know,
while you're singing.
I'm sure that nobody's paying any attention to me anyway. It's the Caitlyn show, so.
Yeah, you having fun, aren't you, darling? Huh? You having fun? Yeah. She has fun until Big Jim holds her, picks her up, tries to give her a hug and a kiss, and that's it. The water goes through the dam. So what are you doing for work right now? What's your profession right now?
Right now, I'm an in-home healthcare service worker. I work with mentally and physically challenged. Right now I've just got one client. I did have 3 clients before, but due to complications, of course, in this kind of field, you know, you see people get sick. Unfortunately, that's just a part of the job. So right now I'm just working with one.
And you actually spend the night there once in a while on occasion.
Yeah, it's 24-hour care, so it's not just me as staff in the house. There are 3 or 4 co-workers who also work in the house, but we alternate overnights and stuff like that.
Yeah, you take him out places. I know that he's gone a couple places with the Leo Club here of Trimble Township. He went to a wrestling match. We are lucky enough to have him over for our Christmas dinner.
Yep.
But you take him everywhere he goes. I heard people knows him. So
yeah, it's funny now because of confidentiality. I can't say his name or anything like that. But he's very well known in the Athens area. It seems like everywhere he goes, you know, somebody knows him.
And that's not just because he's in a wheelchair. It's his positive attitude in life.
He's got an extremely positive. You know, he's been dealt such blows from the get-go. I can't imagine how I would handle that.
Right.
And he just takes everything in stride.
Yeah.
And he's an inspiration as well. Yeah.
He's an artist. He draws.
Yes, he's a painter actually. And it really, I mean, it's really impressive artwork too.
Now, I take it you bring the guitar with you when you're on shift with him and you sing. And
yeah. Well, there's a lot of downtime sometimes. We're just, you know, sitting around.
He
the
enjoys
house.
listening to you sing.
Absolutely, and you can tell that he's artistic. He's always wanting to listen to music.
Right.
He's he wrote a song with me. We're currently working on another song together. But I'll play music or something. I'll just. You know,
and this one song in particular, he said, "Hey, I wanna write a song," and you played the music for him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how it came about. It was the first time well, no, it wasn't the first time. It was probably the 3rd or 4th time I'd taken my guitar to work, and I was just making up silly songs, you know, lyrics that didn't mean anything.
Right.
And he came rolling into the living room and said, "Hey, I want to write a song." And so I just played a couple chords, and he started belting out some lyrics. And so I said, you know, we got to stop. We got to get this down on paper. Let's write this down, and you know, let's make a song of it. And it's a pretty good song, I thought.
Okay. Well, why don't we play that now? And this is Garry kind of wrote the music to this, but the lyrics are. Well, we can mention his first name, can't we? Harry.
Yeah.
Harry wrote the lyrics to this song, so this is the Harry song, let's say. Hold on. Okay.
Can you stop it? I'm sure you can cut that part out anyway. Okay, like we were saying, this is a song that me and Harry wrote. I kind of came up with the music. He came up with all the words. Harry, if you're watching, forgive me for messing up anything. talk to Jim. Yeah, things you can learn. She's a good teacher and a tough woman. Molly, Molly, pretty woman who's a friend. You make me happy when I go bowling. Molly, if I made a team, I would pick you first. 'Cause you're easy to talk to, strong and pretty during school and work. Molly, pretty woman who's a friend. You make me happy when I go bowling. You be a good teacher. You can teach the children. Yeah, you're easy to talk to, strong and pretty during school and work. Molly, pretty woman who's a friend.
She looks at me like I gotta keep my eye on that big gorilla guy.
It's all right, Jim. Everybody looks at you like that. You just didn't realize it.
Well, I appreciate you coming in and playing in the studio. We're at the Journey of Faith Church in Gloucester, and it's a nice homey setting, and we appreciate them letting us do some work out of here. So why don't you do a little, acoustic stuff here and get us out of the show, and if you don't mind, you could play a little bit of the Community Corner with Big Jim theme song to close us out.
I can do what I can remember. Yeah.
But do a little picking first if you want. Like I said, this has been Garry Hashman, and he's kind of entertained us for the last half hour. So we're just gonna let him pick his way out of here, and we'll catch you next Friday at 8 o'clock on Community Corner with Big Jim. Take it away, Garry.
Okay. Corner with Big Jim.